In Malawi, they're called Nuzungadala, a fake white person, or simply Uzukwa, a ghost. There are up to 10,000 of them, and they claim they're hunted like animals.
People think that our bones, our hair, are some powers that can bring wealth or sometimes can bring luck.
These are people who suffer from a rare, non-contagious, genetically inherited condition which is present at birth, albinism. And here, in this southern African country and elsewhere on the continent, they're discriminated against, abducted, and unbelievably killed for their body parts, which are used in traditional medicine and ritual practices. Edna is the mother of twins born with albinism. Her story is shocking.
Atawa nyumba anafikira kumenya kiseko, atamenya kiseko nadua masikito. Atadua masikito anafikira mwana oja kumugwira pa kosi ndi na mene atanigwira pa kosi chochiya ndiye natembenuka. Ndiye ine naima kera kontaima nthawi mwe anthu aja malimbana ndine mwana oja nawe na ndalimbana nawo pamene atalimbana nawo kera kwataima ndikumutenga mwana oja nane ndiye nazuka ndikumutenga ja ndikumugira mwana oja namugira kumendo iwo anamugira kumutu datana mugira chochiya kera urajike tapangala gwipanga nawo talimbana nawo pamene talimbana nawo kena kumwina panja nangotusa mawu kuti ungokhapa ja ungokhapa kholo ndi anatenga chipwanya nandikhamwene anamuzo amapanga nene amangoti nene ali kuti.
Since 2014, there's been an unprecedented wave of violence against people with albinism in Malawi. At least 18 have died, and 5 others have been abducted and are still missing. The bloodiest month recorded by Amnesty International was April 2016, when 4 people with albinism were reported murdered, including a baby. Even the dead are not left in peace. The Malawi Police Service has recorded at least 39 cases of the illegal exhumation of the bodies of people with albinism, or of people caught in possession of bones and other body parts taken from corpses.
And that has put no fear to terminating life because people are angry for money. They want to be rich in 2 seconds, and the witch doctors tell them something which is difficult to find. So if you want to be rich, find the bones of a person with albinism.
Why? Because throughout Africa, where witchcraft is still practiced, some believe you can only succeed in business through magic, or that bones of people with albinism contain gold, and using their body parts in charms and magical potions could bring good fortune.
It's really pathetic, unheard of, and something we never thought that it can really happen amongst us, and it has really raised fear. And imagine the thought to say, what do I do? Should I rock up in my house? Why should people hunt me like they're hunting for animals to eat?
People with albinism are normal just like us, but they just don't have this component of melanin. That's why the skin color is different from a black person.
ikupezeka buno bwifana kuti kuno kwete ndikozi une kuti ndibakati pachofise zifana kuti kwatu komwe kwete wina anaphedwa asonzi zangoma.
Women and children with albinism are particularly vulnerable to abduction and killings by criminal gangs that may include even close relatives who see them as soft targets.
Basi chimene chinachitika ndanyamuka kupita kumunda nasi apo ana okapa kumupano ndeke nakabasi anabwera nyamata mwana mmozi ndikumamenya kuti amuyingise ndeke naka mwana wina yawa mmanja anamugwira ndikumamuthamangisa kena kanathamangidwa kumunda anthu anabwerapo kena kanamuthamangisa nyamata uja mwana uja anamponyera pachire anthu anamutola nyamata anamuthamangisa pakana anamugwira atamugwira anthu anamutenga pa polisi atamutenga kupita nawo ku polisi pakanafika kuzomba. Amayiwo anabadwa amayi amozi ndiye amayi amene aina wakuluwo zukulu wawo ineyo khala ngati alongwanga abererina Agnes ndipo mtima wako mamuthamanga nthawi imene ku sukulu so makana ulo ku chigayo so makana mtima wako makhala wonjenjemera.
Amnesty International believes that the Malawi authorities' initial response to the abduction and killing of people with albinism was more of a knee-jerk reaction, and they failed to end the violence against this marginalised group.
In Malawi, even parents, real parents are involved in the attacks or involved in setting up the gangs to attack people with albinism. The biggest gap was parents couldn't really understand why we are white in a majority of black society.
They deny, they say the woman has slept maybe with a Caucasian. They don't accept the child because they do not understand. So it's all about lack of knowledge and ignorance. So if our country would take the time to educate the people about this condition, then this can be altogether prevented.
The answer. How many years from?
But there's also another problem suffered by this minority: exclusion and abuse within their own communities, and it starts from a very early age.
My friends and even the other elder people in the community call me bad names, and others would actually stop and look at me to say, why is he white? At that time, I was so young, I could also not even explain why I'm white.
There are also kind of beliefs that we don't live longer, we die, we are like ghosts, we just disappear. So as such, employers won't be ready to get you into employed because they think that 1 or 2 days after, then you just disappear.
Amnesty International is calling on the Malawi government and the international community to take a more active role to protect people with albinism by adopting specific measures to preserve their basic human rights.
Ndifuna chikachitika kuti chonsecho chimene chochokera kubomako chipitirire ndithu kuti anthu akachite mantha kuti mwina ife tidzathu kukhala ndi ufulu okwanira bwino.